Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take you to the heart of the political storm. Donald Trump just held a rally in Michigan. It's sending shockwaves through the entire political establishment. The energy, the crowds, the message, it's all part of a resurgence that has Washington insiders running scared. But here's what the mainstream media won't tell you. This wasn't just a rally, it was a glimpse into the future of American politics. So buckle up, folks. This is big. Now, let's talk about pain for just a moment. We've all dealt with it. What if I told you there's a revolutionary way to combat it? Enter Conolidine. It's the natural pain reliever that's changing lives, powered by medical scientist Clint Winters. This 100% drug-free solution is taking the world by storm. It's so powerful, even UFC fighters swear by it. It optimizes your body's natural painkillers, working like you are in your prime again. Now, I was skeptical, but it works, and my aches have faded away. No grogginess, just relief. So watch Clint's informative report at trycono.com/NNN. And for less than $1 a day, you can access the only product worldwide. Don't miss the chance to beat pain forever. Visit trycono.com/NNN now. Okay, so big rally, President Trump in Flint, Michigan, and man, it was wild. Let's play.
Hundreds and hundreds of Trump supporters are lined up here in Flint, Michigan, waiting to see in person the former president for the first time since that second attempt on his life. And I've been talking to some of these folks, and they tell me that they want to hear in detail what happened on Sunday on that golf course, and they want to hear from the Secret Service about what the agency is doing differently to protect the president for the next 50 days through the election. And they want to hear about the economy, which is the #1 issue here. Now, tonight's town hall, which is hosted by Governor from Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, is supposed to be focused on manufacturing and the auto industry here. Michigan is a key battleground state for both of these campaigns, and it could go really either way. It is neck and neck here. Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to take a swing through this state this week, and Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, is here today.
So it was amazing. U.S. President Trump compares presidency to bull riding in Michigan speech following the reported assassination attempt at the golf club. Team Trump posting some pictures. Look at these pictures from the rally. Look at these pictures. Stunning number of people. President Trump out there with the people. And it was a town hall. And there's some great questions. I'm gonna play some of them for you. Here's a guy who drove 5 hours to be first in line to attend Trump's town hall. That's love that Kamala will never get. This is from RSBN.
Amazing. And what time did you get here to get that spot?
I got here 10:30 a.m. yesterday, Monday.
Yesterday. Not 10:30 a.m. today. Yesterday.
Yes.
And was it fun? Were you like camping out, talking to people? Tell us about it.
Talking to people, helping them, showing them, talking to them about voting for Trump, and registering them to vote, everything, you know.
This is truly a grassroots movement. And is there anything you want to hear specifically from President Trump tonight?
I want him to talk about the economy. I want him to talk about closing the border. I want him to talk about drilling oil. I want him to talk about defeating the Democrats and getting back in office.
That's right. That's amazing. And
amen. Look at this crowd. Packed house in Flint, Michigan. Look at this. Look at that crowd. Wow. Here's more. Long lines for Trump's town hall in Flint, Michigan. Notice how there are 30 coach buses bringing in paid crowds from out of state like the Joy Ladies events. Look at all these people. Look at them all. One of the loudest, Daniel Baldwin says, this is one of the loudest ovations he's ever heard as Flint, Michigan welcomes President Trump. He said it was deafening. Just days after second attempted assassination attempt on Trump, he's having a town hall in Michigan with Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. That's a lot of people for a town hall. Nobody's ever seen a town hall like this. You know, a town hall is supposed to have about 300 people. You have about 8,000 people here. And equally as important, you have about 8,000 people that are not here. They're walking away. But I think we have television outside, right? So they're watching from outside. Would anybody like to change places with them?
No, thank you, sir. Donald Trump speaking about Elon Musk.
Maybe, in fact. Right now, he's got other things to think. He's got to get a rocket up to get those two people out of there. They said, Elon, let's get going. No, they're relying on Elon to get the two people. Who would like to be up there right now saying, we're coming back home maybe in February? So that was not so good. But Elon will solve the problem. He's great guy. And he loves this state, and he loves your whole, everything you're doing here. And he's done a fantastic job. He really has.
Let's get to some of those questions. Let's see here. Okay, Sarah Huckabee Sanders stirs the crowd at the Trump rally. Divine plans and political fire.
Tried to impeach this president. The left has tried everything they can think of. They've tried to impeach this president. They've tried to throw him in jail. And not once, but twice, two would-be assassins have tried to take this president down. But we're here to let them in on a little secret. God is not done with President Trump.
Amen. Amen. Let's get to some of those questions now, because there are some really good ones. Michigan voters erupt in cheers after Trump tells them he will put a 200% tariff on cars made in Mexico.
For 50 years, we are going to bring so many auto plants into our country. You're going to be as big or bigger than you were 50 years ago, because they won't be able, if they're not willing to build a plant, we don't want their product. And that's enough. That's all I want to say. They're going to make their cars there, and they're going to sell them across our line, and we're going to take them, and we're not going to charge them tax. We're going to charge them, I'm telling you right now, I'm putting a 200% tariff on, which means they're unsellable. Unsellable in the United States. And then you wonder why it gets shot at, right? You know, only consequential presidents get shot at. When I say something like that, you have countries saying, this guy, but what can you do? You have to do what you have to do, right? We have to be brave. Otherwise, we're not going to have a country left. So we are going to bring.
Here's more. So many clips. Let's get to those questions. This was a great one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President, for having us here tonight. I just want to let you know that I've attended one of your rallies. I did not leave early, and I did not fall asleep. Just want to let you know that, sir. I did not do it. I did not do it. I didn't see anybody else doing it either, sir. My name is Isaiah. I'm a third-generation UAW worker.
Of course, he's referring to the allegations made by Kamala Harris during that rigged debate. Here's a Michigan mother asking Trump how he plans to decrease the cost of food.
Of three. Good evening, President Trump. Thank you for taking our question.
Thank you.
My name is Barbara. I'm a mom of three, a grandmother of 7, and 3 great-grands, a registered nurse, retired nurse. So I know the cost that goes into raising children and running a household.
Yeah.
People just can't survive now. How are you going to bring down the cost of food and groceries?
Good. Very good. Thank you. So we have to start always with energy. Always. I don't want to be boring about it, but there's no bigger subject. It covers everything. If you make donuts, if you make cars, whatever you make, energy is a big deal, and we're going to get that. It's my ambition to get your energy bill within 12 months down 50%. If I can do that, we've done a hell of a job. 5-0, not 15, 50. Interest rates are going to follow, and actually they're going to follow for another reason. The economy is now not good, and interest rates, you'll see they'll do the rate cut and all the political stuff tomorrow, I think. And, you know, will he do a half a point? Will he do a quarter of a point? But the reason is because the economy is not good. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do it. But we're going to get interest rates down, and we got to work with our farmers. Our farmers are being decimated right now. They're being absolutely decimated. And, you know, one of the reasons is we allow a lot of farm product into our country, and we're going to have to be a little bit like other countries. We're not going to allow so much come. We're going to let our farmers go to work. And I don't know if you remember, I love the farmers because, you know, I had many meetings as president. I have this gorgeous room with this beautiful table that seats about 35 people. And I was with the farmers. Usually everybody wants something. They all want subsidy. But I was with the farmers, and I think you might have been there, actually, Sarah. I said, look, fellas, we're going to get you such a beautiful subsidy, meaning I'm going to do things. And one of the people raises in, sir, honestly, we don't want a subsidy. This is the first time this ever happened to me. Everyone wants, they want money, they want to build windmills. We want money with these windmills. Anyway, but you know what? It was amazing. He said, almost tears in his eyes, they were getting decimated. We don't want a subsidy. We just want to play, you know, a fair, level playing field. And I said, nobody's ever said that. And I have many industries and many groups of people from different things. You know, they do all different things. It's probably the most dramatic I've ever seen. He didn't want anything. All he wanted was to be able to compete fairly. Interest rates, energy, and common sense. A lot of it's common sense. Everything. You know, I like to say, we're the party of common sense.
Good evening, President Trump.
Amen to that. We've got some more commentary from Trump here.
They said has a slight problem, but you want to have gasoline-propelled cars, you want to have hybrids, you want to have all sorts. They say a new one is going to be hydrogen. Who the hell knows? They said has a slight problem. It blows up, and if you're in the car, that could be a little problem. But you want to be able to have whatever it is, whatever the market is, and all.
Yeah, not controlled by top-down government officials. So, an amazing event in Michigan. President Trump rallying the base. Tens of thousands of people show up to see him. Nobody getting bussed in like Kamala. And, of course, there were no bomb threats at this one. Thank God. So what we've witnessed in Michigan is not a rally, it's a revolution. Trump didn't speak to a crowd, he ignited a movement. The enthusiasm, the determination, the sheer force of will, it's unlike anything that we have seen in modern politics. But here's the kicker, the mainstream media is desperately trying to downplay it. They're terrified of what it means. So stay tuned because this is just the beginning of a political earthquake.